Okay, so now we're going to do a quick video tour of Google Plus and how it can be used as a learning management system. So I'm going to sign into my Google account. Google Plus will be up here in the top corner. So for school, the best feature to use is communities. And I've already created a sample classroom, but for you to create a new one, you'll just click here on the blue square that says Create Community. So I'm going to go to the one that I've created already, and I'm going to click here on this little gear. This will be the settings, and I'm going to go to Edit Community to kind of show you how you can get it set up. So when you create a new community, you will be able to add post topics or categories, which are right here. This is going to be your main organization for the different parts, the different types of posts in this site. So I've added homework help, and I guess I can't click on them now because I'm in the edit mode. Fun facts, class announcements, we'll go through all of these. The other thing that you can add is a quick description about your class and links. So these are going to be links that you'll use a lot with your students in your class. I've decided to add the PhET simulations site and also an example of student work site, which I will show you later. This site you will have to make using Google Sites. Okay, so since I've already added all of those, I'm going to click Save. Okay, now I'm going to show you the different kinds of posts, and I've already said you can come up with post categories. So if you click on the category, only a post from that specific category will show up. So you can see I've just made one that describes it. Student could ask questions about homework. Anyone in the class can respond. This encourages peer teaching, but you can also comment as well as the teacher. So fun facts can be a place where students can post random links or videos that they have found that relate to your class. Announcements is where you can post reminders about exams or assignments or field trips or anything like that. And if they click all post, all of these different things will show up in one feed. And the post topics are just to sort of give it a little bit more structure and a little bit more organization so that they can find things more quickly. Okay, down here on events, you can create an event, and the event will show up in the calendar. So up here in this little grid, you can click calendar, and it will show up in a weekly view. So up here you can adjust, you can go by the day, the week, the month, 4 days, or an agenda view that just gives a list. So I'm going to go back to the weekly view. When you add assignments to the calendar, there is an option to add attachments. But in order to do that, you've got to click here on the settings and go to labs, because this feature is actually in beta right now, which means that it could malfunction. So that's something to keep in mind. But I've already enabled it, so you'll just click here on event attachments and click enable. And then over here you click save. Okay, so we've already seen in Edmodo. I'm going to click back on my Google Plus and go back to the community. We've already seen in Edmodo that you can add quizzes. So Google has a feature called Google Forms where you can create quizzes and post them. So up here, you're going to go to Google Drive, go over here to Create, and go down to Form. This is much like the quiz feature in Edmodo, where you can change the type of question, you can title the question, and you can also, you have to make it a required question, otherwise they can submit the quiz without having answered the question. So once you create a form, then you can submit the link to that form in your community. Okay, so I've already talked about assignments that can go in the calendar, and Google Plus does not have an assignment submission feature because it's not created specifically for school, but you can share. I'm going to go back to Google Drive. I already have a tab open, and on any of these, there's an untitled form. On any of these, you can go over here and click Send Form, and then you will be able to share it. Okay, so the students won't be making a form. Let's go back. So a document, say they write a paper in Google Documents, and then they can go up here and click Share, and then they will share it with you, and that can be a way that they submit their assignment. Okay, Google Plus is great for collaboration for two reasons. First of all, Google Drive, which I've already shown you, if you share documents or presentations with other students in the class, then multiple people can work on one document at the same time. Another great feature that Edmodo does not have is a video chat, and it's called Google Hangouts, so it's down here with this green bubble icon. And you can, Hangouts on Air is the online version of it, so you can start a Hangout, and you have to make them private, but you can add other kids in the class, or a student and a teacher can have a video chat if the student has questions for the teacher. So this is a great collaboration tool that can be used on Google+. Okay, now I'm going to show you the profile feature. So each student will have a Google Plus profile. This is mine, so I'm going to go to About, and this is what each person sees on their own profile. You can edit and add different information about you. Things that I think are most important for education are down here at the bottom. The contact information is where each student and the teacher will put their email address so that other people in the class will be able to contact them. And then links. This is where I would encourage students to link to a student blog, that you would have them submit their work on a blog, and then they can share their link here, and then everyone in the class can go and see what they've done. So if I go up here, I can change the view, and I'm going to add, this is my sister, so she's in my circles, and this is what people in your circles see. So only what you've added, the contact information, and the links. So this is the gist of Google+. I'm trying to think if I've forgotten to show you anything about it. I don't think so. Okay, great.